Are the New York Giants gearing up for a Tommy Devito trade? The rumors across the NFL are heating up, and we got to talk about it. But first, I just want to say thank you to every single person that has subscribed to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. We crossed over 80,000 real ones in the building today. Thank you. It means a lot to me and everybody here at Chat Sports. If you love the Giants and you're not subscribed, hit that big red button right now. This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Is a Tommy Cutlets trade coming? We know the New York Giants have a deadline to hit. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, the Giants have to be under 53 players on the roster. And you know Russell Wilson and Jaxson Dart are making this team. All signs point to Jameis Winston making it, and I would find it a little bit shocking if they do keep 4 quarterbacks. But I was a little bit interested at what Brian Daboll said this morning about DeVito. Let's start with this. A trade with a quarterback went down this weekend with a division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. They acquired Sam Howell from the Minnesota Vikings. It was actually Howell and a 6th going to Philly when the Minnesota Vikings acquired a 5th and a 7th. And look, I don't want to be disrespectful to Sam Howell here, but this may be one of the few times that Howie Roseman was fleeced. I don't understand how the Minnesota Vikings got essentially a 5th-round pick back for Sam Howell. Because when you look at the numbers and you compare DeVito and you compare Howell as a starter, the numbers suggest that DeVito is a better quarterback than he is. I know it's a little bit skewed with the amount of starts there is, 8 for DeVito and 18 for Howell. The completion percentage, though, it leans towards DeVito. The touchdowns per game are on the same page, and one takes care of the football way better than the other. I know the yards per game leans towards Howell, but I don't think anyone would be crazy to say that DeVito is a better quarterback than Howell, or at the bare minimum, they are in the same kind of just tier rank. So maybe the Giants could get a similar trade back that the Philadelphia Eagles gave to the Minnesota Vikings. Can the Giants trade DeVito and a 6th-round pick and potentially get back a 5th and a 7th? I don't think it's crazy to think. But to make a trade work, you need 2 to tango. And there's a couple teams out there that are looking for a backup quarterback. Let's start with the Las Vegas Raiders, as Aiden O'Connell has suffered a fractured wrist, and he is going to be out at minimum the next 6 to 8 weeks. The Raiders' new head coach in Pete Carroll, they have added Geno Smith this offseason. And you look at this quarterback depth chart, there's not really much behind Geno. And Pete Carroll, he has talked about that. He said this: all possibilities are available right now wherever they come from. We're looking everywhere to see the best guy that fits us. So if you don't mind, I'm not going to lay out exactly what we're looking for here. I don't want to show our hand, but I want somebody who's played. That's what's important. A guy that's had game experience is really huge to me. We have Cam, and Cam hasn't played in the league much, so we're looking for an experienced player who can help us. And I think Tommy DeVito would qualify as an experienced quarterback. Like, you have Geno Smith, and you don't got much after that. Cam Miller is an unproven commodity in the National Football League. And Aiden O'Connell may not be back for 8 weeks. So I would not be shocked if the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Football Giants at least have engaged in conversation before about a potential trade. Maybe we could see DeVito heading to Las Vegas. And if it's not Las Vegas, it could potentially be the New England Patriots. A tweet that went out yesterday says, with the release of a Patriots quarterback, Ben Woldridge, the Patriots will be looking for a quarterback 3 per Mike Reese of ESPN. One name to watch is Tommy DeVito, who had himself a game against the Patriots. Then Bobby Thompson quote tweeted that and said, this can very much happen. Tommy DeVito has caught the eye of the Patriots. And you see why. He was awesome in that final preseason game, completing 17 of his 20 passes, threw for almost 200 yards, had 3 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He put on a clinic of how a quarterback is supposed to operate in the final game of a preseason. And it's wild to think that all of his offensive linemen that were blocking for him in the fourth quarter are going to be cut, and no one's talking about that like that one AFC North quarterback. Mike Reese also saying this. Mike Vrabel confirmed what seemed obvious. The Patriots will be adding a third quarterback. So you have the Las Vegas Raiders and you have the New England Patriots as two teams that are looking for a quarterback, and Tommy DeVito is right there. The Patriots are in a similar boat as the Raiders. They have their starter and kind of a question mark after that. I'm not the biggest Josh Dobbs believer. He's had some moments in this league, but a lot more downs than ups. And if you're looking for a quarterback that has at least played well at times in the NFL, DeVito could be your guy, and maybe even Jameis Winston. We'll talk about famous Jameis as well as DeVito more around the corner. But first, I got to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Chubbies. Are you ready for some football? If you're not, Chubbies is ready to help you with their NFL collection. Whether you are tailgating, grilling, or riding the highs and lows of the game from your couch, Chubbies has the official licensed NFL gear to keep you looking like the ultimate fanatic. And when you use our promo code ChatSports at ChubbyShorts.com, they're going to give you $10 off your order today. This stuff is awesome, guys. If you are a jersey guy or not a jersey guy, it doesn't matter. You see the shirt I'm wearing. It's good stuff. It's comfortable. It feels good. And they have the matching swim trunks to go with it. Chubbies is the ultimate football apparel brand. So much so, they created their own fantasy football league. George Kittle, Ian Rappaport, and others have come together to assemble the Chubbies League on NFL Fantasy. Each week, the top 5 scorers will win a chance at a Chubbies polo shorts combo with their team's logo. The grand champion gets the chance at the ultimate fan experience, a 5-city, 5-stadium NFL game tour with a +1. While the fantasy flop faces a hilarious and unforgettable punishment only Chubbies could pull off. Head to ChubbyShorts.com/the Chubbies League to learn more and have some fun. Get ready for the most outrageous fantasy football season of your life. And would you look at that, folks? For a limited time, our friends at Chubbies are giving Giants Now listeners $10 off with promo code ChatSports. It's ChubbyShorts.com/ChatSports. That's $10 off your order with the promo code ChatSports. And that includes the NFL collection now. A lot of you guys were asking me about that during the NFL draft. Well, now the promo code applies. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Express yourself and level up your game day wardrobe with Chubbies. Alrighty, a lot of teams could use a guy like Tommy DeVito. A lot of teams are looking for a backup quarterback that they feel can win games if they have to play in an emergency situation. And if you're the Giants, a team that had to give up a third-round pick in the 2026 draft to acquire Jaxson Dart, you're going to be looking to add all of the draft capital as possible. You have a first, you have a second, you have a fourth, you have a fifth, you got 3 sixths. So if you could maybe add another fifth, maybe another sixth, or dare I say a fourth, you got to go and do it. And if you got to find a way to go and add a draft pick by either trading Tommy DeVito or potentially even Jameis Winston, I think you do it. Like, if there is more trade interest across the National Football League for Jameis Winston, like if a team is more willing and confident to give up that 5th-round pick for Jameis than they are Tommy DeVito, I don't mind making that deal and shipping out Winston and keeping DeVito as the backup quarterback, or I guess quarterback 3 in this sense, and potentially the long-term backup after that. I do think Winston is a better quarterback, but I think I'd rather have a pick and DeVito than losing DeVito for nothing and just keeping Jameis Winston. So I'll ask you, who do you want as QB3 on this roster? Is it Jameis? Is it Tommy DeVito? Type the jersey number of the quarterback that you want to see at number 3 on the step chart. If the Giants have to find a way where they have to get creative with it, do it. I'm cool with that. And the way Brian Daboll spoke about Tommy DeVito today, I don't know if they're going to cut him. I think they will. I don't think they're going to keep 4 quarterbacks. That seems a bit ridiculous. Brian Daboll said Tommy's done everything we've asked him to do since he's been here. And you know what? He has, and he deserves a lot of credit. He brought some life into a couple of seasons that were lifeless, and they gave the Giants some hope, and he won a game on primetime football, Monday Night Football. When's the last time the Giants won a Monday Night Football game that wasn't quarterbacked by Tommy DeVito? Cutting him for nothing would suck. Like, I'm not a big fan. I have made that abundantly clear as my time as the host of this channel. DeVito is not my cup of tea, but it would suck to see him go for nothing. And I'm not ruling out the idea of keeping 4 quarterbacks. To be honest, I don't know what the Giants are going to do. And I don't even know if the Giants know what they're going to do at this point. If a trade comes along, I think they will do it. If they have to cut him for nothing, I think that they could do it. Like, that's where we're at this point. And there could be a world where the New York Giants hold on to Tommy DeVito as that 4th quarterback past roster cutdown day. And then once every other team is down to their 53, they then could make a trade. So, yes, you have to be under 53 players by Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, but it's not like a hard lock. Like, your roster isn't set. You can continue to make more moves down the pipeline. The Giants are going to do what's best for this team, and hopefully they get a pick back for a quarterback that they just probably aren't going to roster this year. We did see Hendon Hooker released by the Detroit Lions earlier today. So, there's a quarterback out there that was a 3rd-round pick that probably has some interest from other teams around the league. And this kind of shows you that, yeah, you may want to trade a player and get something back, but there's always got to be someone on the other end of that trade to get it done. If someone's willing to take DeVito and give up a pick, I think it's a no-brainer. You make that move. I want to close today's show just going through some news for the New York Giants as the uniform schedule has been released. The New York Giants are running it back with the color rush jerseys from a couple of years ago. You could see Kayvon Thibodeau wearing the all whites with the navy helmets, and they're bringing back the legacy uniforms as well, the one that Dexter Lawrence is wearing in this picture. I kind of wish that they would just make the jerseys on the right their home and away jerseys. I don't really love that there's no blue in the Giants road uniforms. I would like for the helmets to match. So the white jerseys, the Giants will start by wearing those against the Green Bay Packers on November 16th. So that one will be a lot of fun. And the Giants will also wear their legacy uniforms 2 times, starting with the matchup on November 2nd against the San Francisco 49ers, and then on December 14th against the Washington Commanders. Maybe it's time for a New Jersey reboot, a new kit. We'll see. Giants are pretty stale in their jerseys at this point. Shout out to everybody that finished today's video. If you did, comment real one down below, and make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram @MarshallGreen_.